probably have two questions. First, what's this gorgeous bike I'm riding? You've never seen it before. And second, what are we doing today smack dab in the middle of the city and not off on a mountain somewhere? Well, I'm riding the Avanti Giro FM1 and you've never seen it before because it's a brand new bike. Avanti is a premium bicycle brand from New Zealand. It's nearly 40 years old and it's been brought to India by a name you're very familiar with, Scott Sports. Now what are we doing today? We're riding the Giro through a few everyday routes in Pune that are great for exercise. But before that, let's do a quick bike check. The Giro is a lightweight urban hybrid. It's got a well-engineered aluminium frame with a rigid chromoly fork and mechanical disc brakes. It has an easy-to-use 1x drivetrain with a wide gearing range and a clutch. It also has fast-rolling puncture-resistant tires. All these factors make it ideal for exercise. This is one good-looking bike, and I hope some of that is coming through in the video. Believe me, it looks even better in person. Now let's get on with our routes. Take a look at this quaint road behind me. If you're wondering where we are, we're in the heart of Pune's cantonment zone, or as it's commonly known, Pune Camp. So why is this a great place to exercise with your bike? Let's take a quick look at the sat map. The cantonment zone stretches across an area of 5 to 6 square kilometers, but there are about 20 kilometers of roadways that run through it. And just take a look at how green it is, in stark contrast to the areas around it. You can ride here at any time during the day and you'll hardly find any traffic along most of these roads. There are also many straight stretches or loops you can take that make it perfect for interval training. All the army installations and picturesque bungalows are a very pleasant sight as you ride along. Not too far away from camp is Koregaon Park. Everyone in Pune has heard of KP, of course, but if you look beyond its popular and somewhat crowded North Main Road, you'll find lanes that are an absolute treat to ride your bike in. There are several lanes that run between North and South Main Road, which have terrific tree cover, very little traffic, and are lined by beautiful villas. Perhaps I should say mansions on either side. Let's ride on to our next route. So we are here at Vetal Tekdi, a hill right in the center of Pune. Vetal is known mostly for its trails, but there's a lovely climb that gets you here. It's 1.5 kilometers long at a decent 5.7% average gradient, and it's on tarmac. Once you're here, you can ride this lovely road that you see behind us. Climbing is fantastic exercise and conquering a climb feels amazing. Once you're used to it, you'll be riding up this hill several times on a single ride. Now is a great time to talk about the gearing on this bike. The Giro has an MTB style 1x drivetrain. This has two advantages. First, it's really easy to use. Just push this lever to change to lower gears for slopes and pull the other one to change to higher gears and go faster. If you're a new rider apprehensive about getting the gear combinations right, cross-chaining, chain slippage, etc., a 1x drivetrain keeps things simple, and the absence of a front derailleur makes the bike a bit lighter and easier to maintain. The second advantage is its wide gearing range, with a low ratio of 1:1 that allows you to tackle climbs like this and is more than enough when taking on flyovers or other in-city slopes, even if you're just getting started with cycling. Its high ratio allows you to ride pretty fast without having to pedal like crazy. Now this is a common route for many Pune cyclists, and it's called the Necklace Route thanks to the necklace garden that you can see behind me. By this time in the video, I'm sure you know what I'm going to say. This is a great route because the roads are wide, in good condition. There's a lot of tree cover, and the defense and government institutes that have sprawling campuses all along this road just add to the greenery. And there's little traffic, well, at least in the mornings. Now when most people buy a bike for exercise, they buy an MTB. Why is a rigid fork hybrid like this one a better bike to buy? Well, the biggest difference is the tires. MTBs have thick and grippy tires. All that grip simply adds to the rolling resistance when pedaling on tarmac. Hybrids have rigid forks that are lighter than MTB suspension forks. The Giro has an advantage over most hybrids here because its chromoly fork is more compliant than alloy forks, and it works well to kill the road buzz and soak up some of the vibrations from the bad roads and potholes we have to deal with all the time. The posture in a hybrid is upright, not as aggressive as an MTB. The focus is comfortable riding over long distances. Finally, hybrids have higher gear ratios which are better suited to faster city rides. All these factors make hybrids perfect as fitness bikes. And what do we do with the energy savings that a hybrid gives you? Well, ride faster or go farther. And that's always a win in my book. Let's take a closer look at the Giro FM1, the hybrid we've been riding today. I've been riding this bike around town last week and it's been quite a head turner. Look at these smooth welds and frame decals. Its good looks hold up even when you look at the bike up close. Everything looks and feels premium, even the graphics on the wheels. The shifter has an indicator so you know what gear you're in, and we've already talked about its easy to use 1x drivetrain and wide gearing range. It has an 8-speed Microshift Acolyte rear derailleur that in my experience offered crisp shifting in all conditions. The derailleur even has a clutch. You turn it on with an Allen key, and when riding really uneven terrain, the clutch keeps the chain from slapping your chainstays or even dropping off the chainring. To turn off the clutch, simply use this lever. As you can see, this is not the entry-level derailleur you see in many Indian cycles that use Microshift components. The Tektro mechanical disc brakes offered good stopping power, and the Kenda quick roller tires are 35mm wide and puncture resistant. I liked the tread pattern that was grippy wherever I rode, including stretches of unpaved surfaces. The frame and the fork on this bike have been designed and engineered by Avanti. Everything from the material used to the geometry and testing have been carried out in-house. The bike is light, weighing in at a little over 12 kilos. And for my female viewers, yes, all 5 of you, there's a women's model with women-specific frame geometry and saddle. I've ridden this bike for just under 100 kilometers and I've really enjoyed the experience. The bike was comfortable, handled well, and it felt very efficient overall. I grew to like the simplicity of the 1x drivetrain, and from downhills to climbs, I never ran out of gears. To sum it up, if you're looking to get fit on a cycle, I'd have no problems recommending this bike. For a month from now, the Giro FM1 will be available at a special introductory price of just under 37,000 rupees. You can purchase it online at sportnetwork.in or you can buy it from a local retailer. In Pune, you can find it at Pedal Drive. Look in the description to find a retailer close to you. If you'd like to know more about Avanti or the Giro, please drop a comment below. Until next time, ride safe.